Now, Labour matters. Leaders in Nigeria have called on state governments to implement the recently approved minimum wage to urgently do so in order to avoid strike action. This was disclosed by the leaders of Labour during an annual meeting of the Joint National Public Service Negotiating Council organized by the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation, with the theme Managing the Challenges of Emerging Realities and Labour Management in the Federal Public Service, held in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital. Speaking on the theme, the TUC National President and the representatives of the NLC President and Chairman of the Joint National Public Service Negotiating Council advised the federal government against implementing policies that are detrimental to workers.
We always support any effort geared towards ensuring the labor-related issues are dissected with a view to maintaining industrial tranquility.
We want to see increased attention by government on workers' welfare, particularly healthcare, housing, and transportation. We also urge for caution in the proposal by government to borrow about 2 trillion from the pension fund.
Many states have also concluded negotiations, while some are still on the negotiating table. Some states have, however, not started at all. We may both to state that states in this category should prepare for a total showdown with labor. If by the end of this month, no meaningful step is taken to kickstart negotiations towards implementing the new national minimum wage in their respective areas of affairs.
The Permanent Secretary, Service Welfare Office of the Head of Service of the Federation, Dr. Evelyn Ngige, promised a peaceful coexistence between workers and the government as the Bayelsa State Governor, Sirake Dixon, who was represented by the SSG, also promised to ensure prompt implementation of the new salary structure in the state.
And to state that the federal government will continue to make positive efforts to improve the welfare and conditions of service of public servants. In this regard, government intends to uphold a continuous disposition to formulating, reviewing, and implementing policies and strategies that upgrade skills, stimulate enterprise, enhance the welfare of its citizens, and facilitate sustainable development in the country.
The state government is committed, and a process is already in place to implement the 30,000 naira minimum wage in Bayelsa State. So please rest assured, Bayelsa State will implement fully the minimum wage provisions that is now across the country being implemented.